What's up, guys? We're going to try to get through this really quick. We're going to talk about Ubisoft and how I got a bad hunch about Ubisoft. We'll talk about that. Also, we got the Video Game Awards tonight. We'll have a video in the next couple of days going over all the stuff that happens tonight. If you don't want to watch the show tonight, I don't blame you. It's a shit show. Just tune into YouTube later tonight, next couple of days. You'll get all the info you need. But lots of stuff has been announced before the award show, and there's lots of stuff supposed to happen tonight. There was even supposed to be announcements during the pregame show. So far today, we know that a new Tomb Raider has been announced, and I feel like they'll talk more about that tonight. Square Enix says they're taking their time with a new approach. It's supposed to be Lara Croft's defining adventure coming next year. So I'm definitely stoked about that. I mean, who doesn't love Tomb Raider? Who doesn't love Lara Croft bouncing around your screen? How that camera somehow just orientates on her butt. I don't know if it's my controller, my computer, or what, but it seems to always happen at least once when I play Tomb Raider. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Also tonight, there's going to be a new THQ Nordic game being announced. There's a really funny rumor going on with SOCOM. I'm not even going to get into that because I don't want those problems. But we do know a few things that are for sure going to happen, and that is a new trailer for PUBG, Sea of Thieves, Metro Exodus. Those are all confirmed, and also we're going to get a look at Fortnite's new game mode. Also, there's lots of rumors going around about us. It's almost confirmed, theoretically. And that's information on Death Stranding, the Kojima project, and that's due to the fact that Kojima, Norman Reedus, and Guillermo del Toro are all going to be in attendance tonight. And we also may even hear a new date for God of War, PS4, whatever. This looks kind of cool. So switching gears to Ubisoft. I mean, hey, where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's not smoke yet, but I'm just saying, it's like in California right now. My heart goes out to them. The Santa Ana winds, I've lived there before. It blows through, it dries everything up, and it just makes it very volatile. I think there's a very volatile situation going on right now with Far Cry 5. Now, Far Cry 5 was supposed to be released February 27th. It's been moved back a month to March 27th, and I'll tell you why that date's important. The Crew 2 has been moved from March 16th to the next fiscal year. So that's the fiscal year ends the 1st of April, the new fiscal year starts. And they've also delayed an unannounced title that was, I think we were supposed to hear about it tonight. I don't know if we will or not. An unannounced title, I think a new IP maybe, that was going to be released next year. That is getting pushed back into the following fiscal year. So we're talking 2019-2020. And that's April 1, 2019 through the end of March 2020. I'm sensing a pattern here of what Ubisoft has done, and that's rushing games out that aren't done because they have to, because they told the shareholders that these games are going to be released during this fiscal year. I was asked what I thought about Ghost Recon Wildlands releasing with no PvP. Everyone was so confused. I wasn't confused at all. It didn't take much research into realizing what happened. And it's the same type of thing that's brewing up to happen here. The game has to release in March. They just don't give themselves enough room for the game to be pushed back. And the Ubisoft likes to brag to their shareholders about how, awesome they are and how they just incrementally keep, turning out better profits and blah, 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 blah. We are going to go deeply into Ubisoft's end of the year earnings, or their next earnings call. I think it's in February 8th. So stay tuned to that because you learn so much from those earning calls. And it's always good to hear what, the CEO says. Anyway, like Ghost Recon, Far Cry 5 cannot be pushed back. It has to be released, especially since they pushed Crew back. They've had to revise their budget, do all that stuff, and that stuff's a pain in the ass. I used to do it for Sony. It's not fun. I mean, you go back and look when Ubisoft has released all their titles, and a lot of them get released during this time frame. End of Q4 fiscally. Lots of them get released in February and March. They have problems, and they push them out before they're done. And I mean, they murdered what they did to Ghost Recon Wildlands. That PvP was so good, had so much potential, and it was DOA because it was announced so long afterwards. They killed the game It's not cool if they did do it. And potentially we're looking at the same thing with Far Cry 5. And I'm just saying, all I'm saying is buyer beware. Okay? We should all know by now, with Ubisoft games and AMD drivers, they use the fine wine approach. They get better with time. And don't, with all the stuff that's been going on, don't pre-order the game. Okay? Most importantly, too, if the game has a bunch of microtransactions and shit, don't buy it. I'm so sick and tired of these Star Wars fans who think that, I mean, we obviously know what's going on with the EA microtransactions thing, and I'm about to go on a fucking rant here because I'm sick and tired of listening, and I hear it everywhere, every community I'm in, all over. It's the same thing. Oh, I'm not gonna buy the microtransactions, so I'm gonna show them. Oh, you're showing them, all right. What you are showing them by buying that game and not doing the microtransactions, you're not showing them what you think you are. You're telling EA and all these big behemoths that are trying to fuck us over that, yeah, you can go ahead and throw as many microtransactions, loot crates, fuck it all up, we will still buy it. That's what you're telling them, and people can't get it through their head, okay? Don't pre-order and vote with your wallet, guys, please. Please. Now, getting back to the topic at hand, I mean, Far Cry 5, it's not a small game. It's a pretty big undertaking. And it's funny because they've actually been working with AMD on some cool, unique features exclusive to RX Vega. I think it's called like Rapid Packed Math. I think it's taking advantage of the compute power that Vega has. And so that's another reason. I mean, they're usually in bed with NVIDIA and their NVIDIA GameWorks. So there's so many flags over this game. I'm pretty hyped about it, but just be careful. Buyer beware. Stay tuned to this channel. I won't lead you wrong. I promise. But guys, that's about it for now. I'll see you real soon. Sorry, I've just been sucking at YouTube lately. My apologies. I'll try to do better. I'll see you guys real soon, though, and enjoy the Game Awards tonight.
That plane belongs to a Chosen. Now, the Chosen are elite soldiers, and it's their job to basically crush any threat to the project at Eden's Gate. So we've done enough to anger the cult. We're going to engage in a little dogfight with them and show them what we think of them.
That's right. Even in the air, there's a lot of opportunities for the player to, find or discover or get chased by
Get discovered.
or get discovered. Yeah, totally.